Hello and welcome back to FIFA Manager 2020 here with Bath City Football Club at Rawslowgaming. And we are doing our third season, I believe, here in Veteran National League South. Or our second season, not too sure actually. But we are having not the greatest of seasons. We have just passed the transfer window here, or the winter transfer window. And we are meeting the top league, or the top team in the league, and our team rating isn't that far off actually. We're up to 540 at the moment, which is a decent team rating. And as we are starting to start the match here against Brackley, you will see that we are not too bad behind. We are at 540 as said, and they are at 579, so not too far behind. They are first, we are 14th in the league, we are rated 12th, so I guess both teams are doing around where they should be doing, but in reality it's pretty close. Of course, 540 to 579 is still around 8 or 9%, 8%, so there's still a significant difference between our teams, but it shouldn't be as big as it is, so to say, and we really should do better overall. We'll have a look at the league table, of course, after this match, but for this match we'll do a 3D match to start this episode off. Been no 3D match release in the last episode, I believe, and I do know that there is a request to be playing in the 3D mode, so we will do that from time to time, as you know, and as you have seen if you have watched this series, 25 episodes or so in. So hopefully we can bring something good here in this match, and I did put in the team speech to get stuck in, so to say, and that we should get something decent out of it. And Brackley here definitely having an interesting stadium, totally out here on a pitch, pretty much, so or a field, not a pitch. And I guess the background here is the actual stadium, and yeah, definitely looks like very much sort of a Sunday football club, but that's all right. There is a lot of players coming from those sort of clubs at the end, so to say. Unfortunately, we do have a goal here, and it is for Brackley Town after 13 minutes, so not doing too well here in the beginning, and chances are also to Brackley. And here is another highlight, since we're only doing goals, I would guess it's a goal, and it is for Brackley Town. So unfortunately they extend their lead here to 0-2 for Bassett versus Brackley in still the 15th minute or something like that, 18th minute, so unfortunately not too great. And both of the goals there comments about our keeper not being able to get his hands on the ball, unfortunately. And yeah, things are not looking too great here after 25 minutes or so of the match, but prompt there with a pretty spectacular goal actually, and we get a reduction 1-2 for Bassett versus Brackley now, and just being able to hit that ball just before hitting the keeper, but actually that were counted as an own goal, but I would say Brandt scored that goal there definitely, but nonetheless good that we got in a reduction after 30 minutes. And we're definitely in season 3 there, looking at the top right corner of previous winners of Veteran National League South 29th match day. And there we have the end of the first half. So overall here, looking at the ratings, not too great of match at all. And we'll say just play like we practice in training. Let our assistant do the talk here. So atmosphere down to 9. Teamwork 72. So we'll definitely have a look here in the calendar if we have done any team atmosphere sort of events here after in the nearest past history, nearest history, so to say, because that is something we desperately need. But we get in with another goal here in the 49th minute by Brun, so we have equalized actually in the small match. Moss, or whatever we're trying to say, is not what I should be saying. It's the match, not something else. So exciting here. Unfortunately, it's another highlight here, and it's a goal again, and this time for Brackley. So retaking the lead here in the 60-minute mark or so. And we're leaving a pretty big gap there for sure, and no markings really.
Awfully long way out.
Sorry, pretty much gasping or yawning into the mic there. Not too nice at all. And yeah, so here we got 20 minutes to go out of this match, and we'll see if we can manage to turn anything around. Chances are actually back up to a decent way, or so to say, that we aren't behind there at all, pretty much. 6 to 8 if we're to trust the stats here at the moment. And we could get in with something, but doesn't look too great, and we only have seconds to spare now on this match. Yeah, and we're into extra time, and there we have it. It's the end of the match. And yeah, I don't understand why Bront didn't get that goal. Looks for sure that Bront were the goal scorer. Nonetheless, the game after full time is 2-3 for Bassett versus Brackley Town. Overall, the performance by the lads actually not too bad, but not too great. Bursey there getting 3 goals for Brackley, so that's where our missing point really. And I said the scoreline 2-3 for Bassett versus Brackley after full time. Shots 7-10, shots on target 2-5, chances 7-10, and possession 46-54%. So an alright game. We could definitely do better. A little bit unlucky, and that is pretty much what we have been here for quite some time. And we're 14th in the league here now. 15 points off from a playoff spot, and pretty close to a couple of teams here that could push us down. And yeah, we haven't, as I said, really gotten the result that we deserve here, I feel. And we're dropping down in sports here a little bit down to 13 again. And let's check straight away, as said, if we can do anything in the atmosphere for the team. So did we have anything in team building here in January? It doesn't look like it. We did have a Christmas party. That's were the last thing. A player party in the beginning of November. So definitely time for a team spirit thing. So let's do a player party. That is definitely going to be wanted by the players. And probably a bit late. Alright, so Slowtown interested in one of our players. Shock sample. Well, I think we want to try and have him stay. Contract talk here. And let's have a suggestion here from our assistant manager. End of season, two seasons, that is fine. Appearance money 10. Can have that for sure. You can have 1200. That's all right. You're actually earning a little bit less that way. So that is all right. All right, so we actually have, they have offered him a contract. So let's offer 1400 to him instead. And let's see here then. We should have a look on the contracts. First team expire this season. Tom Smith, still I think we can't prolong him. Damsgaard, you are on loan. Belston, you're also on loan, right? No? Apparently not. You have gotten 7 appearances. So we could get in 36. You should be 36-40, yeah. And have you developed? Yeah, you developed it all right, actually. So let's get him a new contract as well. If we can. Maximum 2 years, yeah. We agree, maximum 2 years. 1100. Appearance money. Yeah, you can get more appearance money. That is all right. Let's have you only... Yeah, you can have 20. That should be all right. 2 years is maybe a little bit long, but we can offer you that. Definitely don't want any of these players. Simon's here maybe, but I don't think so. 3 appearances. Oh, actually, not too bad. Yeah, we could prolong his contract, but he's 23. I don't really see him getting that much better. For the reserves here, we have Arona here. I guess he could be a decent right winger in the end. But yeah, he's been getting worse, but actually getting a lot better here this last couple of season. Or this last season. Like crazy. So could be. He's up to 44. 42. This kind of shows higher. For some reason. Don't know why, but let's say 42. How is our first team players? 42 right winger Craig. Yeah, we don't really need you. Anyone else. Craig at 51, so we'll not really bother with that. We can bother here with the team talk or the player talk. And we don't really want the man to stay. We'll just say that things will change for the better. And we'll go towards the next match here against Braintree Town. We'll be playing at home at least. Hopefully we can have a better result than the last match, and very close here in team rating. So hopefully we can start to turn things around. They are also in pretty bad form at the moment. If we're looking at the stats there. And while we are reading the mail here, do remember to smash that like button. And also, if you haven't done so yet but want to follow along on our journey towards Premier League and beyond, you should hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be super sure of not missing out on anything, you should also hit that notification bell that comes up when you're hitting subscribe. And yeah, if you have any comments, thoughts, or anything like that, do write them here at the channel or to this episode, and I will read it and take anything you write into consideration and to heart, so to say. And would love to hear how you're playing the game, what your thoughts on the tactics, and everything like that. And of course, also if you're interested in getting FIFA Manager 2020 yourself and don't know how you can get that, and then you should check out the tutorial that I got on my channel on how to install that yourself, and links to that is in the description as well. And I also have a link to where you can buy the game for a good price, and I will get a small little percentage there if you buy it from that link. So a good way to support the channel. What is not so good is the result here for this match against Braintree Town, because after full time the result is 1-2 for Bassett versus Braintree Town, and that's not really at all what we wanted to see there. Shots 46, shots on target 2-5, chances 6-6, and possession 58-42%. So not at all that great of a game for Bassett. Looking at the player rating, it looks alright, but we just didn't perform at the level that we wanted or wanted to do. And with that result, we are now dropping down to 16th place in the league, 16 points off from the league leaders, which is really pretty darn poor. And Sports dropping down now to 12th here, or 12 out of 20, which is not good at all. And I really should check out how long my contract is. So because we need to extend our own contract if possible. Contracts end 2023, alright, so we don't really need to worry about that because we got another season after this on contract. We just need to keep it together so we don't lose out, so to say. So we have another team dynamics or player talk here to do. So Tom Smith, perfect shape for next game. Let's say that. Yeah. Tom Smith here, 51. Counter-attack. No. Doesn't want to talk at the moment, so that's fine. And we'll start the match here and we'll do instant result again here. Here against Eastbourne Borough, who are having a 515 team rating versus our 536. We'll give them a hard time here, we'll say. Starting off really poor, unfortunately. Eastbourne Borough taking the lead here in the 5th minute. And nothing else here really to note after one half, other than our whole midfield and offense is not working that well. Our defense, our keeper seems to be playing well, but not what we want to see here at all. So we'll say stay awake and let our assistant do the player talks here. And atmosphere now down to 7 out of 20, so very bad, and teamwork at 66. So we really need some injection of life or trust or whatever here, and we do manage to get in here with an equalization at least here in the 79th minute, and that's also the final result for Bassett here in this match, 1-1 for Bassett versus Eastbourne Borough. And still, it looks here like our offense is having a really bad game, or we're having a really bad game. Shots 3-6, shots on target 1-2, chances 4-10, and possession 40-60%. So getting away with a draw there was quite alright. Still 16th in the league, 18th points up to a playoff spot now. And Brackley, apparently the only team that did a winter transfer, so to say. And we'll finish off this episode, I think, with the next match here against Hungerford, who should be a pretty easy picking for us, but we'll see. So continuing on towards that, we got an improvement here for France in the 5-year assessment. And I love to sign a young talent, but we can't afford 25k on a player that we don't know anything about. Maybe once we get to Veteran National League National. So as you saw there, this should, as I said, be an easy game. And let's see here, Matt Bauer, next player. And let's say perfect shape for him as well. So our team rating 530 versus Hungerford's 461, and they are 21st in the league, so this is a must win. And we'll say we'll never lose this one, just a little bit of a gamble. Starting off good with a lead in the 7th minute, but Hungerford coming back in the 10th minute, so it's all equal here actually after one half, 1-1. And as a halftime talk, we'll go risky again. Let's make sure the press has something good to write about us. And let our assistant do this. Atmosphere up to 8. Retaking the lead here in the 50th minute and extending it in the 62nd and in the 74th and in the 80th minute. So finally a good result, and hopefully this is something that we can build on for next episode or the final run here of this season. Looking at the ratings here, Lion Craig having a good match out. Other than that, not really though, but the final result for Bassett versus Hungerford is 5-1. Shots 6-1, shots on target 3-1, chances 6-2, and possession 64 to 36%. So really a great match there for us. That also moved us up to 15th place in the league, 16 points off from a playoff spot. And we'll get an offer from Concord Rovers to take over there. That is, of course, something that we're not interested in, since we are staying with Bassett no matter what. And with that match done, I will say that is everything for this episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on the channel. Thank you, and bye-bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.